Good morning. My name is Austin. I want to welcome you one more time to my channel, and we'll be continuing with our Laravel series. We started a series on Laravel, and we have talked so far about how to install Laravel to our system globally, how to create a Laravel project. We talked about some of the folders that we have here in the created project in Laravel. We now came here. We talked about we created views that we created different views. We created the contact view, which is this. We created the get view, the index view, and created a post view. Then we also came and created routes for them in our web.php. We were able to create routes for them. We created the index route, the post route, the get route, the contact route, and the about route. But then after that, we now came and did our global template, where we created a folder layout, and we created our database. We brought our templates here. That is everything that is common to all the files that we have created. We brought it here, which is the header and the footer. We placed in our article content, and from there we were able to just come here and just have the content here, which is here. This is just the content that we have here now. This is just the content, and that is what we have been doing so far. So right now, on all the files that we have created, all we have there is just what the content. It's just the content. If we go here now, you can see this is the default route. If we go to /post, just post route, and we do this, you see this is welcome to my post page. If we go to the /get route, you will see welcome to my get page. If we go to the index, you get what? Sorry, there's no /index here. The index is what is the default route. If you come to the default route, you get welcome to my index page. So this is the actual where we stopped in our last series, and now we want to continue from there. Now what do we want to do? We have seen and talked so much about the view, and I told you that Laravel deals with what we call the model view controller. We have talked about the views, how to create views, how to create a default templates, and all that. Now we want to see how do we create controllers and models. Now we need to create a controller. I told you that the model is what deals with the database, and the controller now is where we write our logics. We write our logics that now goes to the model, that is the database, take from the database, take it to the views, and whatever you do on the view you want to post to the database, you take from the view and post in the database. That is what the model, the controller does now. Now how do we create a controller? How do we now create a controller? Now we create a controller now, which we want to do now. First of all, before we create a controller, I want to come here and show you how do we access or see our controller. Now if you come here, if you want to view your controller, you come to app here. From the app you go to HTTP. From the HTTP you come to the controllers. Now this is the default controller that is there. Now we have to create our own controller for us to be able to work effectively with Laravel. Now if you under the same app again, let me go back again. Under the same app, if you go to app, you go to models, and you now see this is like the default model that we have there. Now we want to create our own controller and our own model that we will use when we want to now begin to interact with the database and do our whatever we want to do with Laravel. So now how do we create our controller and how do we create our controller and our model? Now you come here. Now normally when we want to run the server, we use PHP artisan serve. Now if you want to create a controller, you come here to your command prompt, that is to your terminal. If you are using the VS Code, you now see PHP artisan make. make like this with a column, make controller like this. Then you now give the controller a name. Let us say we give it post. Say post post like this. That is the name we want to give to the controller. Then now there is a trick we normally use, because when you create a controller, you want to use the controller to do so many things. Maybe you want to use it to do your CRUD. You want to use it to do your get, your post, your delete, and your update. So now, for you to be able to get all those things created at once in your controller, after you give the controller a name, you now do say slash resource. See slash resource like this, and you press enter. I'm coming. Let's check it. Okay, slash resource. I'm coming. Say PHP artisan make controller. Sorry, it's going to be slash. I'm coming. Let's go back. It's going to be slash resource. So when we say PHP artisan make controller post slash resource, and you press your enter. Now you can see here it said what created successfully. It said what created successfully. So now let's come and look at the controller that we have created. We have created the post controller, and I told you how do you access your controller. You come to your app, your HTTP, then you go to your controllers. Now this is the controller we just created, the post controller. Now this post controller, you can now see, if you scroll down now, you can see now we have what the create. We have the let's start from the beginning. We have the public. Any logic we want to write, this is where we write it. Any logic we want to write, this is where we write it. We write our logics here. Any logic we want to write. Now for this is our public, for index. You can call, if you want to create, this is what the create. Then this one here is for the store. Now it has a request. Now this one here is for the show. This one here is for the edit, and here this one here is for the updates. Then this one here is for for the destroy. You can see that the keyword dash resource has created a full controller, and we can do anything we want to do with our controller. Now this is our post controller like this. Now how do we create our model? We create our model similar to the way we create a controller. So if you want to create your model, you now say PHP artisan make like this, and you do this. Once you say make, then you now say model. Then you give the model a name. Let's say we give the model contact like this, and we will now say slash m. The reason why we put this slash m when we create our model is just like what we did with the controllers. For the controller, we added slash dash resource. For the model, we say create model contact dash m, meaning that we want to create our model with our migration, with our default migration. That is what we are saying. We want to create our model with a default migration. So now once I press enter, the enter key, that I've pressed the enter key, I just want to it most like it has created the model. You can see created successfully. I'm coming. Now we'll come. Let's see our model, whether it has been created. Let's go to our model. You can see that our model here too has been created. We have successfully created our model. It has given us contact.php under our model. So now these are the ways we can create our model. We're going to end the class here. So for the next series now, we'll now see how to utilize both the controller and the model. How do we utilize the controller and the model? How do we connect our controllers to our models to our views? We have seen how to create our views now, and how to display our views on the browser. We have seen how to create our model. Now we have also seen how to create our controller. So the next series now will be, how do we now connect the controller to the model and the model to the view, so that they now work in synchronization. They now work together as one, and we can now post into our database from our views. Thank you very much for listening to the tutorials. I urge you to please subscribe to our channel, click the notification button, click the like button, and post your comments so that we will know how the class is going so far, what difficulties you are facing, and which other technologies you want us to see after we've done the PHP, the PHP series. We are now doing the Laravel series. Maybe you want us to go to React, or you want us to do Python, whatsoever you want us to do. Please let us know in the comment section. Thank you very much.